Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English, and this is your favorite YouTuber Mukesh Soni. Dear friends, in this video I'm going to summarize the most significant speech which was delivered by our father of the nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhiji, M.K. Gandhiji, and the speech which was delivered on the eve of Dandi March, that's called Speech on the Eve of Dandi, on 11th March 1930. So before that, let's try to understand the historical context of the speech. The context says that in December 1929, the Indian National Congress declared that total independence for India was its avowed objective. And to that effect, January 26, 1930 was celebrated as Independence Day throughout the country. People everywhere enthusiastically pledged themselves to fight for Purna Swaraj. Against this background, Gandhiji, under the authority of the Congress, took the first step and launched the civil disobedience movement, which was known as the Satyagraha, Salt Satyagraha, fixing the time and place. Fixing the time and the place, how the time and the place was fixed. The place Gandhiji selected as the site for his symbolic breaking of the provisions of the hated salt tax was the place called Dandi, a seaside village in Gujarat. He decided to march the full distance of 241 miles from his ashram at Ahmedabad with a select group of co-workers, and the appointed date for this Dandi March was March 12th, 1930. Then, on 11th March 1930, the night before the historic Salt March, on the eve of this march began, Gandhiji addressed a massive gathering of about 10,000 people at Sabarmati Ashram. He treated this address, as possibly his last speech from those sacred bank of the river, since he expected that he may be arrested very soon. His words served both as a farewell and as a guidance for the continuation of the struggle even after his arrest. That is the context of the whole speech. Now we will try to summarize the speech according to the theme wise. So the first theme we have here, possibility of arrest and final words. So Gandhiji began by saying that this could be his final speech and perhaps the last words of his life at Sabarmati Ashram. He was prepared for arrest, but he wanted to give clear instructions to his followers about carrying forward the movement. Continuation of the march. So he insisted that the program of the march to Jalalpur should go on as originally planned, as originally planned, even if his companions were arrested. The enrollment for the volunteers should be confined to Gujarat only for this march. Gandhiji believed that the flow of civil resistors would continue unbroken. This flow should not be broken down. It should always continue like this. The march should continue. Strict adherence to nonviolence. Gandhiji emphasized that there must not be any breach of peace even after the arrest. Means to say, the 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 movement should always be the non-violent movement. It should not be converted to violence. So there should not be any breach of peace. Anger, revenge, or violence should not be part of the struggle, he says. He reminded everyone that their only weapons were truth and non-violence. Then, speaking about responsibility after his arrest, he says, Until he reached Jalalpur, people should follow his authority under the Congress mandate. After his arrest, responsibility would pass to the Congress Working Committee. Those who truly believed in non-violence must continue civil disobedience independently, if needed, with courage and self-confidence. Then, breaking the salt laws. So Gandhiji explained how people would violate the British salt monopoly. So he says that how to violate it by manufacturing the salt where possible, by possessing or selling contraband salt, by purchasing such salt, by collecting natural salt deposits from the seashore and selling them. This is how they can violate the British salt monopoly. So, any or all of these acts were the ways to resist the unjust laws. By following the above suggestions, we can easily resist such kind of the unjust laws here. So I'm sorry, there may be some disturbance. So now, which are the other forms of civil disobedience according to Gandhiji? So Gandhiji has suggested some other forms of civil disobedience also. He says that, like picketing the liquor and foreign clothes shops, refusing to pay taxes if people were strong enough, lawyers giving up practice, boycotting courts by avoiding litigation, government servants resigning from their jobs, withdrawing cooperation from the British government in all possible ways, for example, giving up the titles, not sending children to official schools. So these are the non-violent ways he suggested to adopt. Now, Gandhiji criticized those who clung to government jobs out of fear, those who don't want to leave it. He says such people, they are not fit for Swaraj. They are not fit for Swaraj. Then, then he speaks about the role of women and local leadership. So Gandhiji called upon women to join the struggle shoulder to shoulder with men. Even he motivated the women also to join the men in such kind of movements, non-violent movement. He said people should follow local leaders where they existed. In places, there are the places there are no leaders. What to do? The individuals with courage and self-confidence, they had a duty to take initiative. They should take the initiative, just as the history had seen the brave individuals to rise to leadership in times of struggle. He says that there are many places where there are no leaders. So here the individuals play a very important role. They should take the initiative and they should try to play a very important role in the leadership whenever the time of struggle appears. So this is the voice to women and local leadership. Speaking about the faith in the moment, Gandhiji expressed strong faith that there were enough courageous Indians to continue the movement even after his arrest. He reminded everyone that Swaraj would come through sacrifice, arrest, and unwavering commitment. He declared that a true satyagrahi is always victorious, whether in a jail or outside the jail, because defeat only comes when one abandons truth and non-violence. Means to say, defeat comes only when if you don't follow the truth and if you don't follow the non-violent ways. Then, final blessing and appeal. So Gandhiji said this should be taken as his last will. What's his last will? The fight beginning the next morning must never be suspected and must never be suspended or abandoned. He says that the next morning, when the Satyagraha movement begins, this fight should not stop. This fight should never be suspended or abandoned. He requested people to prepare the new batches of volunteers to continue the civil disobedience as soon as his batch was arrested. He ended his speech showing his faith in God, truth, and non-violence, assuring that with these three forces, defeat was impossible. He says that if you have faith in God, if you faith in truth, if you have faith in non-violence ways, nobody can defeat. He blessed the people, asking God to protect them from obstacles in the struggle. So let's conclude Gandhiji's speech on the eve of Dandi March. So Gandhiji's speech was a powerful blend of farewell, instruction, and inspiration. He prepared his followers for his likely arrest, outlined clear methods for resisting British laws, demanded strict adherence to nonviolence, and urged courage, sacrifice, and unity. He reminded the people that the struggle was not dependent on one man, but on collective on the collective will of the nation. Collective will of the nation is required. So, friends, this is how I have tried my best to summarize Gandhiji's speech on the eve of Dandi March. And this speech is in the syllabus of third semester BCom General English under Bangalore North University, BNU. And thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe the channel if you have not yet done it. Look at the playlist for the rest of the videos. Thank you once again.